Chris Yandick, CYInterview, covering Las Vegas and the world. If you haven't already, please hit the like button below and please hit the subscribe button below to keep up with everything we have going on here at CYInterview in Las Vegas and beyond. We greatly appreciate it. It's time to take me out to the ball game, buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. We're going to revisit our CYInterview today with baseball, great baseball Hall of Famer, the Iron Man himself, Cal Ripken Jr. from 2007. Here is our CYInterview, one of them, with Cal Ripken Jr. of the Baltimore Orioles.
I'd like to welcome my guest this time. There is nobody else like him. There's no one that's played more consecutive games than him. And now he's going into two Hall of Fames, the Baseball Hall of Fame and the Energizer Hall of Fame. Cal Ripken Jr., thank you for joining me today. How are you doing?
Thanks for having me. I'm doing great. One Hall of Fame wasn't enough.
You are the spokesperson for the Energizer Keep Going Hall of Fame, which is an award for people who go above and beyond. Any person can enter anyone else and get more information at www.energizerkeepgoinghalloffame.com. Tell me about the campaign and what it's like to work with Energizer on a project acknowledging everyday people.
Well, I mean, when they came to me with this concept, creating the Hall of Fame to bring tribute to everyday people that pursue their lives the way the Energizer Bunny would. I mean, I was always compared to the Energizer Bunny in my consecutive game streak because every day I showed up and went to work, and they said he keeps going and going and going. But a lot of people do that. I mean, people sent me stories all the time when I played of their attendance record in school or haven't missed a day of work in 30-some years. And those are the kind of people that Energizer wants to bring tribute to. And so if you know someone like that and you want to nominate them, because it's a really cool way to honor someone that you know and nominate them, you can go to energizer.com/Hall of Fame, and all the rules are right there on how you nominate, or you can nominate yourself. But last year we had our first induction, and they inducted me as in an honorary way, but they also inducted John O'Leary. And John O'Leary had a really interesting story. He was burned, throughout his whole body when he was very young, and that didn't keep him back. It didn't stop him from doing anything. He's gone on and lived a normal life, and he's done some really great things. And he was a very good speaker and a very inspirational story. So those are the kind of stories that really excite me, and it's a natural fit, and I think it's a really good thing that Energizer is doing.
The submission period ends March 26, 2007. Which kind of entrance is Energizer looking for, and what keeps you going in life after retiring from baseball?
Well, I mean, any story. It doesn't have to be something super extraordinary. It can be someone that actually exemplifies the traits of the Energizer Bunny. That perseverance, never say die attitude. No challenge is too great. You just keep going each and every day. So I think if we all think about it, there's somebody in our lives that we could call the Energizer Bunny, and we admire for those qualities. Really, it's just a matter of putting them down in words and telling us about them. And whatever story, it gets whittled down to, I believe, 10 finalists, and it goes back to a vote online. And so, those kind of stories, any kind of stories we're looking for, any and all, and the more, the better. So, what keeps me going? I guess it's just a desire to keep trying to contribute and do things in life. I had a marvelous baseball career. And after my baseball career, there's an abundance of opportunity out there, and I'm driven by what you're able to accomplish and how you're able to help some people. And so I go about it each and every day. Sometimes I think I say yes too much, and I am too busy in my life. But in the end of the day, you feel pretty good about the contributions you can make.
Where were you, and what did you feel when you were told you were going to be selected into the Baseball Hall of Fame? And have you thought about your speech yet?
I've started to think about my speech, but I was told to be close to a phone on a particular day, and I guess it was January 9th this year. And I sat there and stared at the phone for a good 20 or 30 minutes, and hoping it would ring. And when I got the call from Jack O'Connell, and he said, congratulations, you made it to the Hall of Fame. There was a great sense of accomplishment, sense of fulfillment that came over me, and it was one of those moments where it actually became real. A lot of people have been telling me that I was going to be in the Hall of Fame, and those are nice words, and I try not to think about it. But when the call actually came, and it made it real, it was a pretty darn good feeling.
How many times were you close to pulling the streak of consecutive games?
Well, I mean, each and every day had its challenges. Going out there playing every day. I didn't set out to break this record. I didn't set out to play in all those consecutive games. To me, it was a matter of having an honorable approach to what you do. And Dad told me that it was my job to come to the ballpark ready to play. And if the manager decided he wanted me in the lineup, then he just played. And so the managers really created the streak. Especially the first 1,000 or 1,200 games, I had no say over any of the managers whatsoever. Kind of ironic when you think about it. Towards the end, people said that I was bigger than the manager's decision, and the managers had to keep putting me in there. It was my choice, but really it was the choice of the managers that created the streak.
As the years go on, do you miss playing the game less, or do you wish you could be back out there, and will you ever be involved with baseball again?
Well, I'm involved in baseball right now. We own 2 minor league teams. We have kids initiatives. We have a whole league named after me, and we have a chance to impact kids. And so we do tournament programming, camp programming, and we're looking to expand on the kids level across the country, and we're looking to expand on our minor league teams. We think there's great synergy in that. As far as a big league team, I keep my eyeballs there. Right now I have kids that are at the ages of 13 and 17, and I've really enjoyed, having the flexibility to be around them and going back to a baseball schedule like a player or a coach or a manager schedule would be. That would be something I'm not interested in right now, but if there was a chance to come in and shape an organization or be part of an ownership group, I certainly would look at that.
When do you think baseball will get past the performance-enhancing steroids and accusation period of who's doing this and he's doing that?
Well, I think the cloud of suspicion has been hanging over baseball for a while. I think there's been some positive things that have come out of that. There's been a drug test that's being, or a policy that was implemented that got the blessings of both the Players Association and MLB, and so they're trying to maintain the integrity of the sport and trying to get it back. But that cloud, I think, will hang over a little longer. I'm a believer that the truth will be told, and I'm not so sure that all the truth or the story hasn't come out yet. But I think baseball's moved on in many ways, and the focus on the competitions on the field is really what the game's all about, and it seems to be healthy. It seems to be more people are watching it. We've had some exciting playoffs and World Series, so I look forward to that cloud kind of being removed from baseball.
We know how people feel about Mark McGwire not getting in the Hall of Fame because of suspected use of something to enhance his performance. Did you have to deal with any of those accusations before the vote came out and even after he retired?
No, not at all. And I guess I'm thankful that I can claim a sense of naivety. But the voting for the Hall of Fame is a subjective vote, and the voters had a responsibility to consider all things. And it seems like that cloud of suspicion, basically, I guess Mark not performing too well in the congressional hearing cast enough doubt where the voters didn't feel that they wanted to vote for him this time. We'll see what happens next time.
Do you feel that basically many people have said that maybe your streak was the thing that put baseball past the last strike? What do you think when people say that?
Well, I mean, I take pride in the fact that you're able to make some good contributions to the sport at certain times. I don't say that I saved baseball or the streak saved baseball, but certainly the timing was pretty good when after the World Series was canceled and the strike of '94, that the streak, the record-breaking game came in the very next year, and it gave baseball fans something to actually hold on to that they liked. And so I played a role, but I think timing more than anything else helped out, and it was a positive thing for baseball to look at, and I think it helped the healing process a little bit.
You played your last game at Yankee Stadium. Are you disappointed with all the history there that they're going to build a new Yankee Stadium, and what is your favorite moment there?
Well, no, I mean, it's always sad when you think about a place like Yankee Stadium. We had the same feelings about Memorial Stadium, even though it didn't have as a rich history as Yankee Stadium. But Memorial Stadium represented a lot of great World Series championships for the Orioles and great years. And I think everybody was torn when they started talking about a new stadium. But, if you really think about it, the stadium can't last forever. There's going to have to come a time when it replaces. And I think the fear is that the history of the game will be lost. And I can tell you that the history won't be lost. It's just a new phase that will be added on with a new ballpark. And so some senses I can understand the sadness, because there is a feeling when you're in Yankee Stadium that it is a very sacred ground that you're walking on, and you know that you had the same feelings that other great players have had in other eras that have played right there on that field. There's so many great moments in Yankee Stadium, but I would preface it by saying that there's nothing better or no better place to compete when you're good and the Yankees are good, and you're playing a big series in September in Yankee Stadium. 4-game series. There's no greater excitement anywhere than in Yankee Stadium.
Well, you talked about you would like to possibly get involved again in a Major League Baseball club. Is there any chance you're going to invest or buy the Baltimore Orioles if that came about?
Well, I mean, that depends upon whether Mr. Angelos would want to sell the club or not. I continue to have a nice rapport with Mr. Angelos. I meet with him. He wears many different hats for me. He helped me in business. He kind of advises me in areas. I look forward to his company. And if he decides to move the team, certainly I'd be interested to be a part of the next group.
The Energizer campaign is working with the Ripken Senior Foundation. Tell me about your foundation and working with Energizer on this. Who's going to donate $10,000 to your organization that helps kids through baseball?
Sure. The Cal Senior Foundation really is all about helping disadvantaged kids. We use baseball to kind of get in front of the kids, but it's not really about the baseball. It's really about delivering good solid principles and advice, and what we like to say is that there's life lessons that are in the sport that we can help teach. But disadvantaged kids many times don't have the support network that we all have. I know how important my parents were in my life, and many of these kids don't have that sort of support network. So the Cal Senior Foundation actually uses baseball to kind of get in front of them and support them. And hopefully they'll take a different path or a positive path in their life. We've had very very good success so far, and we're going to continue to do that.
Thank you so much for your time, Cal Ripken. We wish you the best. Obviously, again, Energizer, keep going. HallOfFame.com. Finally, who do you enjoy watching today?
I like watching. There's a lot of good guys in the game. There's a lot of good young players coming out. Joe Mauer is fantastic to watch. I like to see him develop. And Ryan Howard in Philadelphia. I like Derek Jeter. I think Derek Jeter really handles himself marvelously on and off the field. He's a model for a lot of kids to look up to. There's so many great players out there, and sometimes we don't hear enough about the good guys, but certainly there are enough of them in the league to follow.
Cal Ripken, thanks again for your time today. Good luck with the Hall of Fame speech. We're all looking forward to it very much so, and good luck with the Energizer campaign.
Thank you, sir.